name's Richard Clement and you're watching Newsbite, the show you can really get your teeth into. Tonight's headlines.
The cause of one man's long-term depression has been traced back to a tangled slinky. A study is now underway on the woman who was raised by otters. And finally, tornado storms through cemetery, leaving hundreds dead.
But first, our reporter Inebriel Soskovic is visiting a small town called Pleasant, which is yet to be the site of a terrible tragedy.
Thank you, Richard. Well, my finger is telling me that not much is happening here in Pleasant right now. But what if that wasn't the case? What if there was an earthquake? I'm here with local resident Rupert Peroni. What would you do if there was an earthquake, sir? What measures would you take?
Have
there ever been an earthquake here before, sir?
Well, many years ago there was a little.
Did anyone die?
No, it was really small. You could barely feel it.
What if there was a really big earthquake, though, and lots of people died? What would you do then? What would that be like?
Well, my shop would probably be destroyed, and me flat above my shop, and
that would be terrible. Who would you blame? Who would you blame this on?
Well, I don't know. Maybe the government, violent video games, and aliens.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's. I filmed this earlier on. Roll VT. What do you think of that? That was pretty horrible, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What if that happened here right now? What would you do? What would you say?
Well, we'd have to run, wouldn't we? We'd have to leave the town.
Well, we're right next to the bay here. There could have easily been a tsunami if this happened. What would you do then? What measures are you taking? Shouldn't you warn the people about this? This could happen anytime. Who knows?
I've got to go.
Well, that's all my fingers got to say for now, Richard, so back to the studio.
Thank you, Inebriel, and my deepest condolences to all of those living in the town of Pleasant, should anything happen. Well, to lighten the mood now slightly, here is some stock footage of leaves blowing in the wind.
Non più tra I farfalloni amoroso, notte giorno di torno girano.
Mate.
What?
Do you know the way to King's Cross station from here? Right, what you gotta do is head in that direction, okay? Right, just keep going. You come to a path, grass path.
I'm hearing a voice. Daniel.
That's him.
He says he misses
Yeah, right. Ask him where he's put the keys. Because he was the last one who had them, so...
Okay. Where did you put the keys, Daniel? He's saying he forgives you for all the times you ever...
Daniel, where are the keys, man? Come on. I've been looking for them all week. Just come on.
You.
Daniel, seriously, I'm going to hang up.
Cuckoo.
It's the height of summer, the sounds of music, festivity. But it was here, in this garden, that Emma Dorchester was last sighted, before she disappeared over 2 months ago. Emma's parents have been desperately trying to appeal for any information that might help them locate the whereabouts of their daughter Emma. But so far, the investigation... Any information on the whereabouts of Emma Dorchester will be greatly appreciated. The number will be shown at the end of the programme. Thank you.
And cut.
Is it okay?
Yeah, that's good.
We don't need to do that again?
No.
Good. well, this painting will be leading the expedition next month. This is a genuine rotatini skyship. It portrays a ship sailing majestically through the heavens. As we can see, it's quite old-fashioned in its style and yet modern in its science fiction, almost fantasy theme and feel, and I believe it to be one of the real gems of the Rotatini collection.
Sorry, but is it not just that Turner painting with the ships turned upside down?
Okay, for about 2 miles. Right, do you have a car?
No.
That, not a problem, not a problem.
Mr. Tilberthwaite?
Oh, yeah.
We've come about the naming of the house.
Oh, yeah, cool.
May I introduce you to Her Grace, the Duchess of Lodesonsbury? What is it you would like your house to be named?
House Awesome.
If that's okay.
I'm afraid House Awesome has already been taken.
Cool Dude 64. That's my internet log-on stuff.
Cool Dude 64. Yes, that's available.
Ah, great.
Excellent.
I hereby name this house Cool Dude 64.
Impeccable as ever, Your Grace. That is now official, so if you'd just like to sign there.
I'll wait in the carriage.
Just tell me where the keys are, Daniel.
Have you looked behind the sofa at all?
Oh, yeah. Look behind the sofa, look behind the sink, look up here, look up there. I'm not doing this. I'm not dancing for you, Daniel. You need to stop this. Come on, tell me where...
He's saying they're buried with him. He's laughing so loud.
This is so typical of Daniel. You think you've won, haven't you? You think you've won, you smug little... Well, you don't think I'll dig up your grave, because I will. I'm going to go off right now, and I just want you to know this. I'm going to dig up your grave, and I'm going to take the keys, and then I might just piss on your corpse while I'm at it, alright? Right.
Oh, we've lost the connection. Some shocking news has rocked the art world today, as the renowned painter Rotatini has been exposed as a fraud, having passed off famous works of art as his own for years by turning them upside down.
What do you got to say for yourself?
I have no comment on this at this hour. Look, rotation is an art form in its own right. Now, that's all I have to say about this matter. I'm going. Just leave me alone.
Even in light of current events, I still believe Rotatini to be a genius in his field. It takes real guts to turn someone's painting upside down, and Rotatini does that spectacularly well. Of course, his Lady of the Heavens is still my favourite painting, even though we now know it to be Da Vinci's Mona Lisa turned upside down. And I think the Lady of the Heavens really captures something that the Mona Lisa just doesn't have.
Now, what you want to do next is lightly dab with a brush, making little dots all the way around. I'm going to do that right the way up the tube and all the way around, being careful not to smudge. And these are going to be the buttons. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that to dry, but here is one that I made earlier. Now, as you can see, these have dried now, and I've also put on a little eye stalk. I have a very rare form of narcolepsy.
Do you want more? Ooh, don't mind if I do, thanks. They are gluten-free, aren't they?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Oh no, mate, sorry, I'd never eat anything that's got gluten in it. It's terrible for you. I mean, you should do it as well. I feel fantastic on a gluten-free diet. I mean, it's just...
Which means I get very tired and can often collapse whenever I start to get bored.
I really found myself there. You know, the people are just brilliant. It's so real. You know, yeah. We're actually going to Fiji next year. You should totally come with us.
taking ages. I think I might need a bigger spade. Oh, I found something! I've got something here! Yes! There's an N there, okay? It's the first one you'll see when you enter Brim, okay? Ask for Maggie, alright?
Maggie.
Hello, my name's Richard Clement and welcome to Newsbite, biting into the week's events like some crazed moose. Tonight's stories.
The firm Mothercare has changed its name this week to Single Mothercare in order to keep up with the times. Scientists now suggest that wolves may have evolved from computers, and up-and-coming rain or snow may mean death for everyone.
But first, the Catholic Church was in turmoil this week after Jesus announced he would be leaving the Holy Trinity.
Well, I suppose I had to go eventually. I mean, I've had a good run at it. Been there for quite a while now, and I just feel it's time to move on, really.
Well, he has talked about leaving for, I suppose, a few hundred years now. Personally, I think he's making a big mistake, but it's his choice, and obviously I wish him the best. Well, I guess it'll just be me and the ghost from now on. Sitting by the fire, chatting, watching TV, but it's not all that bad because in heaven there aren't any repeats and you can skip advert breaks just by clicking your fingers, so.
He's always on my back, you know, he's always telling me what to do. He snores. And to be honest, I'm just sick of him with his beard.
Thank you, God, Jesus, and of course, the other one.
They're very nice plants, but it's too busy here. There's too much going on. We need to break this flower bed up a bit and work on the aesthetic of the garden. And at the moment, there's too much here. It's busy. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to dig up some of this plant here. This is a...
What are you doing? Get out! Go on, shoot, shoot! Go on, go on! Oh, see that guy?
Where?
Bottom of the garden.
No.
Right at the bottom of the garden. A guy in the sombrero.
I don't see him.
Over there? He stood right at the back, right over there.
Yeah,
right at the back of the garden.
It's not a long garden though. It's
Well, he is quite far away. He's just... Look through these.
If you just put your hands on the table adjacent to mine like that. Yes, yes. I'm going to call upon her now, and we'll see if we can hear her voice. Okay. Could you maybe do that outside?